3D Blu Ray. I'm a big fan of the format. I wasn't a fan of it in the cinema. A couple of years ago, we had a big fad of movies coming through the cinema screens in 3D. I always found the picture too dark. I think mainly these mainstream cinemas were not set up to show 3D movies properly. So I got a projector and a 3D Blu-ray machine and a 100-inch screen, and the format really pops out at home, and it really is a totally different experience watching these movies at home. So I'll go through my collection with you. If you're new to collecting 3D movies, you might find something here to catch your eye, and you can start collecting. If you have these titles, please comment below of what your favourite ones are and what you think are the best. But mainly, if you're started collecting 3D Blu-rays, you might find something here for you. So we'll get into it. The Marvel movies. I have most of the Marvel movies in 3D, and we'll get into the start of it. We'll get into Avengers Assemble. This is excellent 3D and a very, very good movie. I won't go into these movies in detail with reviews. I'll just give a brief description if I liked it and what the 3D is like. 3D is excellent in this, and I like this movie. It's very entertaining. So that's Avengers Assemble. We've got a lot to get through, so we'll go as quickly as we possibly can. Next one up is Avengers Age of Ultron. My least favourite of the Avengers movies. Solid 3D, but a good entry. Not my favourite, as I said. A good movie, but not a great movie, in my opinion. So Avengers Age of Ultron. Next up, my favourite Avengers film is Avengers Infinity War. Excellent 3D here, guys. It really is. The colours pop out of the screen here, and it elevates this movie to another level. It really is great. Avengers Infinity War, a must for the collection if you're collecting Marvel movies. Next up, we have Avengers Endgame. I think Infinity War is better. This is a quality film, though, and quality 3D. And it's a long movie, but it's excellent, and it really, really, really pops out of the screen here. Very good one for the collection. That's Avengers Endgame. Next up, we have a Captain America, the first Avenger. Really good movie. It's my least favourite of the Captain America movies, sorry. It's the first entry that introduces us to the character. It's solid. The 3D is very good in it, but it's my least favourite of all the Captain America films, but solid nonetheless. That's Captain America, the first Avenger. My favourite Captain America film, quality 3D as well, guys. This is Captain America, The Winter Soldier. This is a very, very good movie indeed. The action in this is top drawer, and the 3D is very, very good in this. Captain America, The Winter Soldier. The introduction of Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, comes into play here. It's Captain America Civil War. Really, really good movie. Great action, great characters in this, and the 3D is solid. Very solid indeed. Captain America Civil War. Next come the Ant-Man series. Paul Rudd is fantastic as Ant-Man. I love these movies, and this is made for 3D. It really is. The effects here when he's miniaturized down, you can really see the scale and the depth here in the movie is really, really quality. It really is, and it really adds to the experience of watching this movie. So pick this one up if you can. It's Ant-Man, the Marvel movie with Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. Brilliant, really enjoyable. A very good sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Again, pop out here was great. And the depth of field here was fantastic. Quite the opposite. He's miniaturized in the first one, and in some scenes here he's got bigger. So it's really, really fun. It's a fun movie. Again, the 3D is top quality here again. As are all the Marvel movies. They really did a great job in transferring these onto Blu-ray 3D. Very, very, very good indeed. So that's Ant-Man and the Wasp. Next up, we have Black Panther. Excellent 3D here, guys. Really, really good. Reference quality 3D and a great movie. Such a shame that Chadwick Boseman passed away and we won't see him again in the role of Black Panther. But this is a solid, solid movie. It really is. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. And the 3D here, the depth of field here was fantastic. Reference quality. That's Black Panther in 3D. Again, another good one. Reference quality for me, Doctor Strange. Brilliant film. Benedict Cumberbatch, excellent in the role, and the pop-outs here are fantastic. Mind-bending, some of the pop-outs here, and some of the depth of field here is just, as I said, mind-bending. Really, 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 really good movie as well. Really, very enjoyable. That's Doctor Strange, excellent. One of my favourite Marvel movies, Thor Ragnarok, is next. This is reference quality as well, guys. If you're collecting 3D Blu-rays, this is a must for your collection. A funny movie, very funny movie, really good, very entertaining, great special effects, great story as well. And the cast are on top form here. Jeff Goldblum is hilarious in this, and the 3D is reference quality. Thor Ragnarok, a must. More great 3D. They just keep coming with the Marvel movies. Guardians of the Galaxy, excellent film, really, really great, very funny movie as well. The characters are fantastic in this. Groot is fantastic, brilliant. I mean, the characters in this are just fantastic, and great, and it is close to reference quality. It is 3D as well, and it really is a must if you're collecting them. Fantastic, Guardians of the Galaxy. Not as good as the previous one, Guardians Galaxy Volume 2, but very entertaining nonetheless. And the 3D is fantastic in this. Very, very good film. The colour palette in this is brilliant, and the colours pop out of the screen as well. Very entertaining and a good one for the collection. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now we're getting through them. Star Wars. The Star Wars films here. We have The Force Awakens. Reference quality 3D here, guys. Really, really pops out of the screen. You've never seen Star Wars look so good. And a very good film as well. Introduction of the character of Kylo Ren. A great character. Really brought Star Wars back to the big screen and back to mainstream cinema as well. It's a rehash of A New Hope, of course, we know that, but still, this is a great film and some great pop-outs here and reference quality 3D, a must for your collection. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Unfortunately, the sequel, The Last Jedi, is poor. I really didn't enjoy this movie. Some parts of this are very entertaining, but other parts of it are really poor for me. I didn't really like it. I didn't like the direction Rian Johnson went with this movie. But the 3D is solid in this. It's a very good 3D entry indeed. Pity about the movie. Let it down a small bit. So that's Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Next up, we have Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. A mess of a movie, in my opinion. They threw everything at the screen here. Bringing back the Emperor was a big mistake in my book. They just made this trilogy up as they went along, really. After The Force Awakens, it just fell flat. But the 3D is solid in this. Not as good as the previous two, but solid enough nonetheless. And if you're collecting Star Wars movies in 3D, you're going to have to buy it, aren't you? So that's Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. They have us over the barrel. Next up, Star Wars Rogue One. I really like this movie. I think it's a solid Star Wars movie. It got mixed reviews. I really like it. And the 3D in this is solid. Very solid indeed. I enjoy it. I pop it in from time to time. It gets more of a watch for me than The Force Awakens and The Rise of Skywalker. This is an excellent movie for me. And as I said, the 3D is solid. So that's Rogue One. Did we need this movie? I don't think we did. But it's an entertaining movie. It's an inoffensive movie, if you ask me. It's just there. Woody Harrelson is great in it. The 3D isn't great in this. It's got some dark moments. So as 3D goes, it wouldn't be there with the rest of the Star Wars movies. But it's entertaining. It's watchable. Solo, a Star Wars story. Moving into Spider-Man, we have SpiderMan Homecoming. Great 3D in this. This is close to reference quality for me. Really elevates the movie as well. Not that it needed elevating. This is great. And we have Michael Keaton as the Vulture in this. Excellent, very entertaining movie. And Tom Holland, brilliant as Spider-Man. Great 3D. Great 3D as well in this one, guys. Spider-Man Far From Home, very good movie, very entertaining movie, as are all Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. And I really hope they release the new one, No Way Home, in 3D in Europe, because they're very hard to get lately. You're going to pay through the nose for 3D movies from now on. But this is great. This is Spider-Man No Way Home, brilliant 3D, brilliant movie. Another Marvel movie, got mixed up there in the mix, Captain Marvel. It's an okay movie. It's good. It's solid. 3D is solid in this. Not reference quality for me. I like the movie. People complained about it, but it's fine. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It entertains, and it's very, very solid, and solid 3D as well. Captain Marvel. Now moving into the DC movies, we have Man of Steel in 3D. Very solid 3D in this, guys. Really, really good. A lot of people didn't like Man of Steel. I liked it. I like what Zack Snyder did here. I thought it was excellent. And the character of Zod here, Michael Shannon, is absolutely fantastic in this. And the 3D is very, very good. If you're collecting DC movies, a must. Man of Steel. Next up, we have Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Again, solid 3D. The movie let down by the casting of Jesse Eisenberg, in my opinion, of Lex Luthor. A lot of people have problems with the movie. I think it's entertaining, except for that casting of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. But very, very good 3D. Solid 3D. Now, Justice League. This isn't canon for me anymore, but I think Zack Snyder's Justice League is canon. Pity we didn't get a 3D release of Zack Snyder's Justice League. But nonetheless, this is entertaining, if not a bit of a mess in places. But the 3D is very good in this. It's solid, not reference quality, but a good one for the collection if you're into the DC movies. Next up, we have Shazam, a very fun movie and very solid 3D again. Zachary Levi, I think his name is, plays the lead part in this. Hilarious, very good, as are all the cast. This is a very fun movie. I enjoyed it. I didn't think I'd enjoy this as much as I did. So if you're collecting 3D movies, very solid. Or DC movies in 3D, very good movie. Shazam, pick it up. And of course we have Aquaman. This pops out of the screen, guys. This is reference quality for me. It really does pop out. The colour palette here is fantastic, and the depth of field in the underwater scenes and the colours are really, really good. Sorry, I'm going off the screen there with it. Yeah, it's excellent. So pick this one up. Aquaman in 3D. Very, very worth the pick up. Very good. Wonder Woman in 3D. I haven't picked up Wonder Woman 84. I couldn't get my hands on it, and when I did look, I was going to pay through the nose for it, and the film isn't that good to pick it up. So we have this one. It's Wonder Woman, the first one. Really, really good. Shades of Richard Donner's 1978 Superman for me here. And Gal Gadot is very good in this role. This is a very good movie and very good 3D in this as well. Solid 3D. That's Wonder Woman. Okay, moving on to the next pile. Okay, next up we have The Great Wall. This is a very good movie. This went under the radar for me. A lot of people think it's poor. I think it's very good, and the 3D is close to reference quality. So if you're collecting, The Great Wall should be on your radar. Definitely have it in your collection. Very entertaining movie. Very good 3D. The Great Wall. Next up, Pikachu 3D. My young fella loves the Pokemon. He's a Pokemon fan, so we picked this up in 3D. Solid 3D, entertaining movie. Not really my cup of tea, but I enjoyed it. I watched it with my young fella, and very solid 3D indeed. Detective Pikachu. Next up, Journey to the Centre of the Earth. Brendan Fraser, great 3D in this, guys. And you know, it's not a fantastic movie. It's a Sunday afternoon kind of flick. If it's raining outside, pop it in, and you'll be thoroughly entertained with the 3D in this. It elevates the movie to a better place for me. So that's Journey to the Centre of the Earth. Next up, we have Aladdin. Very good movie, solid 3D, really, really good. Will Smith is fantastic as the genie here, and the cast are very good in this. Solid 3D, as I said. Again, a Sunday afternoon movie. The songs are great in it, very entertaining, and good 3D. Aladdin. Now we got an old one here in the middle of the mix. We have Inferno, 1952. This is a really, really good film. An excellent 3D as well. Rhonda Fleming looks absolutely fantastic in this movie. She's a very, very beautiful woman. And the scenes here in 3D, I mean, 1950s, there was a great big fad of 3D movies made in the 50s. And this was one of them. And this doesn't disappoint. A very good little film, good story to it, but reference quality 3D, without a shadow of a doubt. Pick it up if you can. You probably have to import it. It cost a few quid. I got a hold of it. I think it was in Germany. I picked this up. So Inferno, 3D, excellent movie. Next up, I adore this movie. We have Coco. This is brilliant. This is a fantastic movie, folks. I mean, the story behind this, you know, it'll have you in tears at the end of it. Really good. I've seen this a few times now and I can't get enough of it. It's a fantastic movie. It really is. The story is brilliant and 3D is reference quality in this. It really is. Coco in 3D. Pick it up. Definite for the collection. Next up, we have Christmas Carol, Jim Carrey. This is not for kids, folks. This is kind of creepy. It really is. I was shocked how much this creeped me out. And my young fella watched it with me and he was terrified, believe me. So be very careful with this one. Don't show this to young kids because it has some intense, scary scenes in it. It's a really, really great take on the Charles Dickens classic, and Jim Carrey is brilliant doing the voices in this. Jim Carrey, A Christmas Carol, great 3D as well, fantastic 3D. Now we're getting there. Next up we have Pacific Rim, reference quality 3D. What can I say? It really is. Sorry, I have the wrong one up. The first one, Pacific Rim, excellent 3D, very entertaining movie, thoroughly enjoyed from start to finish, brilliant 3D, a must for the collection. Also with it we have Uprising, the sequel to it, not as good as the first one. The 3D isn't as good, but it is solid and not as good as, but well worth to watch and good to have in the collection as well. So that's the two Pacific Rim films. Next up we have Monster House, a good movie this. Very solid 3D as well. Fun movie. I didn't know much about the movie. It came out. My young fella and I watched it there recently and thoroughly enjoyed it. A good one for the collection. That's Monster House in 3D. This polarized a lot of people in their opinion of it. I think it's very good. A lot of people said it was crap. I really enjoyed it. Valerian and the City of 1,000 Planets. It really is very good, and the 3D in this, guys, is very good. Very solid indeed. As I said, mixed reviews for this, but I think it's solid. And if you're a collector of 3D movies, pick this one up. Simple reference quality, Life of Pi, excellent movie. When this came out, I didn't go to see it in the cinema, and I picked it up on Blu Ray recently and was blown away. So sorry I didn't see this on the big screen. This is an excellent movie. Really good and great 3D. Life of Pi. Now, next up we have Jack the Giant Slayer. A great take on Jack and the Beanstalk story. Really good and very, very good 3D. Surprisingly good 3D. I picked this up for $5, I think, in CEX. And well worth the purchase. You know, brilliant, very entertaining, solid 3D. The Whole, reference quality 3D as well. This is very good, very entertaining. Might be a bit intense for younger kids. What rating is this? It's 12s, but it's a bit intense for younger kids. A bit of a scary story, but very good 3D in this. Excellent 3D. One of my first purchases of 3D movies, Gravity. No more can be said about this. This is reference quality as well, folks. Great 3D in this and a very entertaining movie. Gravity in 3D. I'm trying to get through them as fast as I can. We got a few to get through. Next up, we have the Polar Express. Every Christmas I pop this in. This is excellent. Really great 3D. Tom Hanks on top form here, doing all the voices, doing all the characters in this movie. And it's a really great story, heartwarming story, and brilliant in 3D. So next, I'll try and get through them here. Kong Skull Island, great 3D, great movie. A lot of people didn't like it. I did. I think it's great. And it's close to reference quality 3D. This is fantastic. I like Kong Skull Island. Very, very good. So pick this one up if you can. Godzilla 3D. A slow burn, this film. Didn't love this film. It takes a while to see Godzilla in this as well. But the 3D is okay. It doesn't didn't blow me away, the 3D in it. But, you know, if you're collecting the Godzilla movies, a nice one to have in the collection. So that's Godzilla 3D. Godzilla King of the Monsters. This is a mix mash of a film, I think. I think the human characters in this aren't really up to much, but the monsters really pop out of the screen here, and the 3D in this is excellent. It really is. The battles are fantastic. The effects are brilliant. They are off the scale. Entertaining in that sense, but the human characters do let it down a small bit. But it's entertaining nonetheless. That's Godzilla 3D. Next up, we have Ready Player One. I really love this movie. Steven Spielberg directed it. People complain that when they're in the Oasis, the 3D is fantastic, and when they're out of the Oasis, that it falls flat. I think that was deliberate on Spielberg's part. But when they're in the Oasis, the 3D pops out here, guys, and it's very good, and it's a very good film. If you're into special effects laden films. This has got it all. And pop culture references are flying at you, flying everywhere in this movie. Try to pick out as many as you can. Ready Player One, excellent movie. One of the old ones as well. Here we have Creature from the Black Lagoon, again in the 1950s, black and white. An entertaining movie. I showed this to my young fella, he's 11. I thought he wouldn't like it. He loved it. He thought it was very, very good. And the 3D is excellent in this. Really, really. A bit gimmicky in places, but very good. Definitely pick this one up. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Another old one, Dial M for Murder. Alfred Hitchcock's classic. The movie's in the one room all night, and the 3D makes the space in the room really pop out here. It really does. It opens up the room, and it really makes the difference viewing this movie. It stars Ray Milland, and Grace Kelly, and they are fantastic. This Ray Milland is brilliant in this movie, and Grace Kelly looks absolutely stunning in it, and great 3D. Well worth to pick up 1950s Dial M for Murder. Another conversion here of an old movie, The Wizard of Oz. Great to watch this in 3D, folks. It really is. I've seen this movie numerous of times since I was a kid. It's a very old movie, but it's a classic. And the colours and the the depth in this movie are fantastic. And, it really shows The Wizard of Oz in a whole new light. The 3D conversion is here. Was really well done. And definitely have this in your collection. It's brilliant. The Wizard of Oz. I haven't seen this next one, but I've heard good things about it. In 3D wise, story wise, I've heard mixed reports about it, but the 3D is supposed to be solid enough in this, and I must get to watch this one. That's Mortal Engines. Next one up is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This is the only Planet of the Apes movie I have in 3D. I didn't pick up the other ones in 3D, but this is fantastic 3D and an excellent movie, an excellent trilogy. But the 3D in this is solid, very, very, very good, and well worth to pick up. If you get a chance to pick up. I picked this up cheap again on CEX for $5, I think it was. So well worth it. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Okay, we're getting through them now. An animated tale this time. Tangled, great 3D, fun movie. That's all I can say about it. It's great. Sunday afternoon movie again. Tangled, great 3D. Reference quality 3D again, folks. Tintin, directed by Steven Spielberg. Based on the comic strip. I really enjoyed this movie. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Excellent. An excellent 3D and a great adventure story. That's Tintin. Next up we have I, Frankenstein. I picked this up recently. Not a great movie, folks, to be honest with you. And the 3D it's okay. It's fine. It's the story in this movie just, did nothing for me. I didn't like it. So if you don't have this in collection, you're not missing out much really. That's I, Frankenstein. Okay, next up, I picked this up as a double. It's Avatar and Titanic. Avatar is reference quality, folks. It started it all when the cinema boom for 3D movies. James Cameron's Avatar was fantastic. The colour palette here in this is fantastic. The pop-outs, the depth, it's got everything. Titanic, I haven't seen. I picked it up, but I haven't watched it yet. I heard it's fairly solid in the 3D department, so I'll get a chance to watch that. But Avatar, definitely pick both these up. Again, I got this second hand on CEX for a good price and a double pack. It comes in a nice box with both movies. I'll just give you a quick, if I can get it out of the box. So there he is, Titanic, and Avatar's got a nice cover in it as well. I can see a bit better there. So that's both of those movies. So moving on, we'll try and make a bit of room here because we're running out of room. Now, pardon me. Next we have Jurassic Park. A double header again here, folks. Jurassic Park 3D and Jurassic World 3D. I picked these up second hand as well. Excellent. Jurassic Park, the conversion here is second to none. It really is. You've never seen Jurassic Park. Looks so good. It's fantastic. And Jurassic World, I like that movie, and the 3D in Jurassic World is solid, but Jurassic Park is a must. But it's nice to have them both in the package here, both 3D movies. But Jurassic Park, definite must. Pick it up in 3D, reference quality. Next up, we have Jurassic World in 3D. Fallen Kingdom in 3D. Disappointed with this movie. I didn't really like this movie very much. 3D is okay, not a patch on the other two Jurassic Park movies. It's only okay, and the movie is only okay as well. That's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Reference quality movie Mad Max Fury Road, in 3D. Reference quality, action packed from start to finish. A must for your collection. Definite. This is brilliant. It is fantastic. Brilliant. I can't say more about it. It really, really pops out of the screen, this Mad Max Fury Road. I had to pick this up in 4K as well. I don't have a 4K player, but that's the only way I could get my hands on the 3D. It's Alita Battle Angel. Very entertaining movie. Mixed reviews of this again, but I loved it. I think it's fantastic. I've seen it 2 or 3 times and I still get a kick out of it. Sadly that they set this film up for a sequel, but I don't think we're going to get one. Maybe we might get one in the streaming, but not in a cinema release, I don't think. But it's a solid 3D film. It really is. The color palette here is brilliant as well, and some of the scenes are fantastic in this, and it's a very good movie. Alita Battle Angel. Excuse me. Next we have Inside Out. This is a great movie. Adults and kids can enjoy this movie, and it's got a great message in it. It really does, about how people feel on the inside, especially for kids. They can, get their feelings out there, and this really shows this. And the way they've done this is fantastic. And the 3D really elevates this movie as well. It really does. It's brilliant. I've seen this a few times with my son, and we're fostering a little girl at the moment as well. And it really does help, with kids. With their feelings as well, and it gets that message across. It's really, really good. Inside Out, pick it up in 3D. Excellent 3D. Next up, we have some movies with The Rock in them. We have Rampage, an inoffensive movie. It's, again, a Sunday matinee movie. It's entertaining. It's got good 3D in as well, and some action with The Rock in it as well. Solid, enjoyed it, but it's never going to win Oscars, is it? That's Rampage in 3D. Next up, again, the same kind of movie, San Andreas with The Rock. Some of the effects are ropey in this, but again, it's entertaining. It's a movie with The Rock in it, and the story is weak enough. But as I said, Sunday afternoon, it's raining outside, pop it in, you're going to be entertained. San Andreas. Again, we have The Rock, Skyscraper 3D. Again, very entertaining movie. It's not going to win any awards. Again, it's inoffensive, good action, and The Rock is always likeable in movies. Indeed, the 3D is solid enough in this as well, so a good one for the collection. Again, we have reference quality, a must for your collection. Jungle Book, fantastic. I missed this in the cinema as well. Even in 2D, I missed it. I didn't get to see it, and I was just blown away by the effects in this. I mean, all the animals and the scenery in this are all CGI. I just couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. It looks so real. 3D is reference quality, a must for your collection. The Jungle Book. Next up, we have Onward. Very good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Didn't think I would. Really good movie. It got a good message as well about bereavement, about losing a family member as well. They really pulls at the heartstrings here as well. And it's about 2 siblings, brothers here that find each other, and it's really, really entertaining. I really liked it, and the 3D is solid. Very solid in this. A very good one for the collection. Onward. We're getting there. Now we have 2 movies here. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3D. Definitely reference quality, folks. Didn't think I'd enjoy this as much as I did. My son is a massive fan, and I really enjoyed this. The pop-outs here and the depth of field, second to none. Reference quality, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 3D. And the sequel, Out of the Shadows, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, very, very good. The 3D isn't as strong as the previous one, but it's strong. Very good indeed. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Excellent. Next one up, we have Exodus, Gods and Kings. The story of Moses. Very good. Parting of the Red Sea. Solid 3D, directed by Ridley Scott. Didn't think I'd enjoy this as much. Mixed reviews as well. I thought it was very good. Really enjoyed it. That's Exodus, Gods and Kings. So next up, we have The Meg. Jaws it ain't, folks, but it is entertaining. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Another Sunday matinee movie in 3D. The 3D isn't bad in it. But it's not going to be it's not going to give Jaws a run for its money, that's for sure. The Meg in 3D. Next up we have Jaws. Speaking of shark movies, Jaws 3D. I seen this in the cinema in 1985. I think it was when it came out, 1983 maybe, with the old glasses, the red and the red and blue, green glasses. I think they were red and blue in 3D. But this is surprisingly fantastic in 3D. There's some moments in this movie you can actually put your hand out and touch. You can feel you can touch some of the pop-out moments in this. So it's not a great movie. It's a poor movie, but the 3D in it makes up for it. It's really good, well worth checking out and having in the collection. That's Jaws 3D. Next up, we have Independence Day Resurgence. Not a great movie. Didn't enjoy this at all. 3D is solid, but the movie is really poor. I think they missed Will Smith badly in this. That's Independence Day Resurgence. Slowly but surely we're getting there, folks. Next up, we have Prometheus. Great 3D in this. The opening shot in this is absolutely spectacular in 3D. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie itself, directed by Ridley Scott. Prequel to Alien, solid 3D, good to have in the collection. Next up, Blade Runner 2049, sequel to Blade Runner. I enjoyed this, thought it was excellent. I thought the 3D was excellent in it. Very, very good indeed. Harrison Ford is great in it. It really is. Ryan Gosling is very good in this. And it's solid 3D and well worth a pick up. Next up, another Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast. Great 3D in this. Great story. We all know the story of Beauty and the Beast. Very good indeed. Emma Watson. Thoroughly entertained by this and solid 3D. Next up, reference quality 3D again, folks. We have Dread. This is a fantastic movie. Karl Urban, really good. Fantastic 3D in this. Reference quality and a great movie. Went under the radar in the cinemas as well when this came out. This is a great movie and a must, definite must for your collection. Dread 3D. Next up, we have Terminator Genesis. It's an okay movie. It's an alright Terminator movie, not a great Terminator movie, and the 3D is okay in it. That's all I can say about that one. So that's Terminator 3D, Genesis 3D. Reference quality again, folks. Live, Die, Repeat. Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Very underrated film. This is a great movie. I really enjoy this. I think it was titled a different title in America. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow it was titled in America. And in Europe it was Live, Die, Repeat. Great film. Reference quality 3D. Very underrated. Pick this up. You won't be disappointed. Excellent. Next one up. One of the best 3D movies I've ever seen. The prodigious T.S. Spivet. This is an import. It's probably it's in foreign language here, but it's an American movie. You can pick this up in Spain, and this is top quality, reference quality, and then some 3D. This is one of the best 3D movies. A very melancholy movie, a very quirky movie, and I thoroughly enjoyed this from start to finish. The scenery in this in 3D is absolutely fantastic. This is a must for your collection. The prodigious T.S. Spivet. Next up, a very good movie and good quality 3D in it as well. The Martian, very good, solid movie. Some of the scenes on Earth are a bit flat, but the scenes on Mars and the depth of quality here are excellent. It really is. I really enjoyed this movie. It's one of my favourite movies, The Martian. I love watching this movie. Excellent. So that's a good one for the collection, The Martian. We're nearly there now. We have the next one. We have Everest 3D. What a great movie this is, guys. This is really based on a true story of people that actually died on Everest, and the 3D elevates this movie to another level. It really does. It really adds to the experience here. I mean, you'll be just getting dizzy from watching some of these scenes. Fantastic 3D in this, and a very, very good movie. And speaking getting dizzy when you're watching a movie, this is the daddy of them all for dizzy spells when you're watching it. The Walk, the story about the famous, I think it was French line walker who walked across the Twin Towers back in the 70s. Great movie. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, who did Back to the Future. This is a must for your collection, guys. The Walk. Pick it up. You'll get it cheap. I got this on CEX as well. This is very good. I get most of my DVDs from CEX or Savvy or on Amazon as well. But I get most from CEX. They're second hand. So that's The Walk. Excellent 3D. Now, the last few I have here, I haven't seen them, so I'm looking forward to seeing. I picked them up recently. I've seen them in 2D, some of these, but I haven't seen them in 3D. First one here, I've seen it in 2D. I enjoyed it. World War Z. Heard good things about the 3D. Read a few reviews, so I picked it up. I think I got it for £7 on CEX. So that's World War Z. Next up, we have The Need for Speed. Jesse from Breaking Bad is in this. The actor Aaron Paul, sorry, he's in this. It's supposed to be very good. I haven't seen it yet. The 3D is supposed to be solid for race cars. I'm not a big race car fan, but I'll check this out for the 3D. That's Need for Speed. Next one up, Passengers. I've seen this in 2D, enjoyed it, but I heard the 3D is very good in this, so I'm looking forward to checking this out in 3D. That's Passengers. And the next one up, we have Pan 3D, a take on the Peter Pan story. I heard the 3D in this is excellent, so I'm looking forward to catching this. Typical Sunday afternoon movie, I think, when it's raining. So that's Pan in 3D. And my most recent purchase, I read a review of this. If you're checking out Blu-rays, check out the Blu Ray Bunker YouTube channel. He is absolutely excellent at reviewing 3D movies. That's the Blu Ray Bunker, and he recommended it, so I picked it up. It only came a couple of days ago, and that's Julia X. He said it's reference quality 3D, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. He said the movie is okay, but the 3D is absolutely spectacular, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's Julia X in 3D. So that's my 3D collection. I hope you enjoyed looking at them. If you have some of those titles, please comment below on what you thought of them. And if you haven't, if you're collecting 3D, if you're starting to collect 3D movies, you might find some movies there for your collection. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it, and slap a comment below if you can. McCord Movies. And until the next time, we'll talk soon. Take care.